Morning, Chief Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, overnight there was some talk by the U.S. Commerce Secretary that we could be reaching a trade deal with China that they can, U.S., live with. We also noted that China approved, in a surprise move, 5 genetically modified crops for imports on Tuesday. Some corn, some beans, and some canola. So that could open up the door for some more imports. Yesterday there was talk that China bought 1 million tons of U.S. soybeans, cleaning up the 5 million tons that the Sino-Grain reserve people were expected to buy. And obviously it hasn't really moved the needle that much as far as cash basis levels are concerned. But there is also talk that they may be looking around for prices of other commodities, including corn. Yesterday's weekly exports, wheat's running 13% behind a year ago. USDA is currently forecasting 11% increase. Corn's still running at 61% ahead a year ago. USDA is expecting a 1% increase. And beans are 42% behind a year ago, with USDA forecasting 11% decline. So again, we don't have any reports coming out on Friday, but the trade did put out some average guesses. So they're looking at a corn crop from last year at 14.5. USDA number was 14.6, and a bean crop of 45.72, and the government was 4,600. As far as the carryouts are concerned, wheat 987 versus 974, corn 1694 versus 1781, and beans 904 versus 955. And as far as the winter wheat sittings are concerned, average guess is 32.3. The final U.S. numbers last year was 32.5, and our number is 31.8. So we just don't think that all the acres got planted because of weather, and we'll see what that goes to. Right now, some people think that the difference may go to corn. Brazil weather continues to show some dryness in north central Brazil. We saw a private group drop their estimate of the Brazil soybean crop to 116. The average guess, if we had a report on Friday, is 120, and USDA is currently using 122. So that could offer some support to the marketplace. Argentina weather is still too wet across the northern third of Argentina. So basically what we're looking at is we're right up against some key resistance in the March beans. A trade above that would probably bring in some more buying. Funds are basically even. Funds are long corn. The corn market, some people think, has a 20-cent rally in it, especially if China comes in and buys. And the wheat market also could have a 20-cent rally in it, just because of possibility of lower supply in the United States and some uncertainty as far as increase in U.S. exports as Russian wheat prices rally. So the final thing is that we're noticing a bottom in the crude oil market. We're noticing a bottom in the CRB index, and maybe the talk of a trade deal between U.S. and China could put a bottom in the world economy that's been slowing and start increasing the demand for raw materials. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day.